when is the fight with Pitbull Cruz? That's currently, being talked about through my team, trying to get it done. Hopefully I could get that done with Pitbull, and we could get it rocking. Like I said, Cruz is a good fighter. I mean, really no disrespect by saying he's a C-class fighter. I really wasn't towards him. It was more towards Tank, because I've been calling him out for I don't know how long. But to me, I honestly feel he's more of a B-level fighter, but B-level fighter in a smaller weight class. He's a C-level fighter in 135.
What's up? It's your boy Reemus, and welcome back to Reemus Boxing, where we're covering the news and trending topics in the boxing world. And I want to wish you guys a happy new year. Happy training this year. Happy potential to achieve your goals and your growth. Let's get it. But I also say that I think that boxing can have a good year this year. There's a lot of big fights or potential big fights that could happen if there's a willingness for both sides to make it happen. But of course, you never know with this stuff. Boxing politics could come in. Guys don't really want to fight. We'll see. But 2021 was not a bad year in terms of fights, I think. It's just that there are some key fights that literally can show us who the real top dog is in many divisions, such as, the welterweight division, of course, the lightweight division, amongst others. Now, a potential big fight in the lightweight division is Ryan Garcia versus Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Isaac Cruz was the guy who was a last-minute replacement against Tank at the end of last year, and he gave a very good account of himself. Many thought that he beat Gervonta Davis. So after that fight, Ryan Garcia basically publicly kind of dissed Tank's opposition, suggesting that they're C-level fighters. Yet he wants to fight Isaac Cruz because the way he said it suggested that he thought that Isaac Cruz wasn't a top guy. So you could ask, well, if that's the case, why does Ryan Garcia want that fight? Well, Tank many would say Tank struggled against Cruz. So what Ryan Garcia wants to do, he wants to make a statement. He wants to say, look, the man you say is the number one or whatever of this division, the top dog, I fought the opponent that he struggled with and I knocked him out. So that's basically what he wants to do. He wants to have a very good performance against Isaac Cruz to almost sneakily, but not in a bad way, but sneakily get himself rated as the top guy almost without fighting Tank, which makes a better case for him when he actually goes to fight Tank in terms of the money or all of that stuff. He can be rated as someone who's going to perform good in that fight. So that's the reason why Ryan Garcia would want that fight. And I think that him and his team look at Isaac Cruz as good pickings, like easy pickings. Well, Tank struggled against this guy. No, I definitely can get this guy out there. People are rating him because he did well against Tank. Let me quickly get him. Who knows, he could lose his next fight or two with the other top dogs, and that's just money missed and a good placing opportunity for me to put myself in the conversation of the person who's having the best performances. And I think Ryan Garcia could do well in that fight. Ryan Garcia still has a lot to show, so it's kind of hard for us to properly gauge it, but he could do well in that fight. So Oscar De La Hoya made an offer to Isaac Cruz's team, and he came on Twitter and social media to be public about it. However, he claimed that the big money offer that was sent to Cruz was rejected, basically saying that we offered you more money than you made against Tank. Why are you rejecting it? And when a promoter always does that, when he does that, he's basically saying or positioning the other party as kind of scared, because it's like, we're offering you more money. What reason do you have to reject the fight? Especially from the perspective of the fans' point of view. Cruz's team accused Garcia of falsehood, basically saying he's lying about the offer. Now, we don't know. I don't see why Oscar De La Hoya would lie about the money and stuff. But regardless, there's something about that contract or offer that was maybe deceptive or false. That's why he's saying that. I don't think it's a case of money. I don't think Cruz's team is rejecting it because of money. I think there's something about it which there's something in the contract details which maybe is dominant on the side of Ryan Garcia because he's the A side, or he wants to be the A side. I think there's something about that that's making them reject the contract offer. And it seems to be like this clash of egos that happens when fighters, obviously get to the top stage where they're fighting on every little detail of the contract offers. So I think for Cruz, it's like, look, I had a good performance against the number one guy in the division. And we have George Kambosos, obviously, but Tank is kind of rated higher than Kambosos. So it's like, I had such a good performance. I can fight any of these big guys now because they would want me because I've proven myself. No, I'm going to get the type of contract that I want, because Cruz's team was basically saying, look, I think he's with Manny Pacquiao Promotions, and they're saying, no, we'll make you an offer. So it's kind of like, forget what you're offering, we'll make you an offer, and we will pay Ryan Garcia more, or something like. I think he's put that on Twitter. So it's like, it's almost a crazy statement to make, where he's like, forget you being the A side, I'm the A side. I'm the guy that's going to set the terms and condition, which is kind of an arrogant statement to make when you're fighting a guy like Ryan Garcia, because he is very popular in the boxing world. We don't fully know, because I haven't yet seen, full details of what the actual reason is. So we'll wait to find it out. But more than that, it just seems to be a fight for the A side. But I want to know what you think. Who'd you like in that fight to win? And what do you think the reason is that Cruz or his team may reject an offer, especially if it's the highest financial offer that he's probably ever received in his career? So comment down below and let Reemus know. Peace.